He looks like a nice friend for Blue.
Mm-hmm.
I always loved the rumor that like Steve was dead.
Oh my god!
I always thought that, or like in jail.
Why did he originally leave the show for?
Because he was getting too old and he was going bald.
No, wait a second.
And also, I think he wanted to like go to college and like.
No, I thought that was Joe. I thought that's why Joe left the show.
I don't know why Joe left. I think Joe left because the show was canceled. I'm pretty sure they canceled.
I thought Steve like got into drugs or something, and
that was the rumor that he was like.
He didn't.
That he was like a drug addict and in jail. No, he left the show because he was getting too old and like creepy, basically, and he was going bald.
I'm so gullible.
Wow. No, I watched an interview with him, and he went into it because I was doing a lot of deep investigation because I was just like, I gotta find out what happened to him. I actually don't. I think the show was canceled. I think that's why Joe left, got fired. Why did Joe leave Blue's Clues? Why did Joe leave Love Island?
Oh, that was it. Oh my gosh. I wanted to watch Love Island, but that came out like 5 nights a week, all live, basically, I guess. And it's hard for me to even keep up with Big Brother, so I was just like, I'll pass on this show.
That's a big endeavor. Yeah, Steve, he was just like, nope, I'm done. He just decided he was done. And what happened to Joe? Oh. Steve talks about, like, he is acknowledging that he knows that there are rumors about why he left, and he's just, like, laughing about it.
Oh.
He's just like, yeah, I know people think I'm dead. It's funny. Where is it? Okay. Here we go. Here's Joe. I don't know. I always thought he was weird.
Yeah, Steve was the OG. I couldn't get down with Blue's Clues after he left.
Yeah. Jesus. Joe is 40 years old.
Oh. What?
He's like 40.
Oh my god.
It doesn't say why he left. Nope. Oh well.
Well, before we go any further, we could segue very easily into our next topic, but I wanted to touch base on this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Today is a very big day. I'm trying to think of how to bring this in. Me and Brandon are trying to become serious-ish. Well,
yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll be serious.
We've been talking about moving in together, but
that's pretty fucking serious, Tommy. You're over here like, we're trying to like be serious-ish.
Serious, casual.
Keep it cash.
But with Arya's health condition, it's hard for her to be around animals, and Brandon's also allergic to cats. So I posted a post on Facebook a while ago, and it was saying something about like asking people if there are any takers out there, I guess, who would be willing to take in 3 of my cats.
Cats. I like the way you said that.
Cats.
Cats.
So, what is it? Bruno belongs to Dewan, so Bruno's off with him. So that leaves me with Fontella, Nugget, and King. So I really wanted to find someone that I knew and trusted with my kids. And
your kittens?
Kittens.
Oh.
So, Erin,
well, you know me.
Yes. I wouldn't. My mom already has too many cats. So does my aunt that loves cats, and they let their cats go outside, and I'm not about that life. Neither are my cats. Kittens. And my dad and brother No way.
Mm-mm.
No way in hell. No way in hell. So Erin, she was the one who originally found Fontella for me, and
I remember seeing her for the first time. She was climbing up my screen door when she was just a little tiny little kitten.
mm-hmm.
I remember seeing this like black thing like clinging, like in like it looked like she was like hovering in mid-air, and I freaked out. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I snatched her up because I didn't want her ripping my screen door, and just like threw her in the apartment, like
Right.
like, and then
Cool.
here she is.
So Erin is gracious enough to, whenever me and Brandon jump on this moving in thing together, she graciously volunteered to take in Fontella for me, because she was the one who found her for me. She's just like, Erin, explain yourself.
Explain myself. I don't know. I was just like, I'll take her.
Yeah.
That was really it. I don't know. I love Fontella. She's a good little cat, and I think she'd fit in really well here. I wish I could take all of them. That is unfortunately not the reality. I can take one, and I figured who better than the OG kitty that honestly kind of started it all. She was like the first of like the whole crew, you know?
Yeah, and see, I wanted someone that I knew to take them in, because I still want to see them. Like, I want visiting privileges. I want to still take care of them. They'll still be a part of me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they won't be living with me.
Mm-hmm.
But, so Fontella's going to be staying here for a week. And by this time, Fontella will be back with me. But, yeah. So I want to say I'm a little emotional. Like, whenever I leave, I'm just going to be like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I won't say, I don't want to say I won't cry, but some tears may shed.
She'll be okay.
Yeah.
She's going to hang out, have a good time. She's going to get a haircut.
Yes!
Yes. She's going to get a haircut. And then she's going to come hang out at work with me for a day. See what else we can do for her.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be good.
So,
Have a good time.
Erin mentioned something in the last episode about Nickelodeon's. This is what I wanted to transition into from Blue's Clues. But she had mentioned something about Nickelodeon's Are You Afraid of the Dark? What do you remember of that show?
Honestly, like very, very little. I remember like the opening like sequence, and then I remember, and this, you know, this might not even be Are You Afraid of the Dark? This might be Goosebumps. It's like, to me, they're kind of like, at least in my memories, they're like one and the same. I know they're like obviously completely different, because I remember like the opening sequence, and then I remember one episode that again might not even be the show. It was like a family, they moved into a new house, and like the people of the town were like not nice to them, and they ended up being like zombies or something. Is that I feel like now that I'm saying it out loud, I think that's Goosebumps.
I don't know. I feel like I knew. I read a fair share of Goosebump books.
Yeah, I feel like I read all of them. Like, I read all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I read a good amount. It's just, and now thinking of Are You Afraid of the Dark, it's like I never caught that show in time. So, I mean, like, I loved Are You Afraid of the Dark, but it's just like there was no TV Guide at the time, or at least my dad didn't have the TV Guide channel or whatever. I don't know.
It was just like on when it was on, and if you caught it, then
yeah, I always missed it. I never knew what time it was on. So I mean, I caught episodes here and there, so I never really got to know Are You Afraid of the Dark as much as I did Goosebumps.
Right.
So
what channel was Goosebumps on?
I want to say.
Was it like WB?
Ooh, I was gonna say Cartoon Network at first, but no, because I didn't have Cartoon Network at first.
I think it was WB.
Like one of the PBS channels, maybe PBSkids.org.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. There's all these old, like, I haven't watched cable in years. It's been years. And so, like, to rack my brain about, like, all this, like, childhood television, it's like...
I found this awesome app.
Oh.
It's called Cartoon Locker.
Oh.
But you have to pay for it.
Oh, well.
So that's out the window.
Yeah. But what is it? Does it just have a bunch
has,
of old cartoons?
As far as I know, it has every cartoon that you grew up with.
Wow.
Ed,
so it's like a Netflix, but like for
Eddie.
cartoons?
There's Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh, I loved that show. I really liked that show.
Yeah, I really know. I didn't really get to explore. All I saw was like the ad for it. Mm-hmm. So I tapped it, downloaded the app. That's all they have to pay for it. I'm just like,
how much is it a month?
Delete. I think like $2.99 or something.
Oh, really?
I think.
Oh, well, I would probably check it out for a month or two. That's not bad.
Yeah, I don't
$3
know.
a month?
I think the first month is like a free trial though. I think.
I actually might check
or maybe
that
the
out.
first week. I don't know. I'm so far behind on my shows. I downloaded the...
Oh.
Have you ever heard of Pluto TV?
No.
It's like a free TV thing. And I'm about to get real serious here because I found out something really awesome about Pluto TV. But anyway, Pluto TV is a free app. You can watch whatever channels that they provide for you. It's completely and totally free. Now, what made me download that app was because... I don't know if you know this or not, but...
What are you about to tell me?
I'm kind of obsessed with the challenge.
Oh. Okay.
And they have a challenge channel that they run episodes of the challenge. Like, as far as I know, they go back as far as Free Agents, which I think is season 25.
How many seasons are there?
Right now, there's 34.
Oh my
God. They just aired 34. And
I thought you were gonna say like back to like the Gauntlet.
This is what I've always wanted in my entire life was a challenge channel where they just show challenges all day, every day, 24/7. Now they do have a Teen Mom channel. They do have a Catfish channel. They have like MTV channels, like of different shows.
So like each show is like a different channel.
I even think there's The Hills channel, which is also has returned.
I need a Mythbusters channel, and a fuck, what's the and oh no,
My Cat from Hell.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
No, no.
American Pickers.
I need a Cold Case File channel. Law and Order SVU channel.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I was very excited. I was pumped. But I'm rerunning through the Free Agent season anyway because the Smashing Heads podcast is going through that. Like they're doing...
Whose podcast is that?
It's a challenge podcast.
It's not a cast member podcast though?
No. Oh. These people are from like Tennessee. They're like fans of the show.
Oh.
And they make that very clear. I love them. They're cool. They're very interactive on Twitter. But yeah, they're fans of the show. They've been up for a couple seasons now. And I feel like I have a whole lot to say about them, but it's not like coming out of my mouth. But yeah, okay, so back to Are You Afraid of the Dark / Goosebumps?
Oh my god.
Cartoon Locker.
How is it every topic will start something completely unrelated, but then somehow end up talking about the challenge? How does that happen? How does that happen?
I work my magic and sprinkle my challenge dust.
Oh god. Jesus.
Okay, so Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
People move to town, find out zombies. The town hates them.
Yeah. And now that I really think about it, I don't think that's Are You Afraid of the Dark. I don't think I remember anything about that show.
All I remember from Are You Afraid of the Dark is at the end of the intro, they had like a little campfire set up.
Yeah.
And at the end, like the fire like blew out.
Yes.
But that's all I remember of it. I remember that my cousins had a VHS It was an orange VHS of Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes.